So for me as an entrepreneur, I would be, well, it's not I would be, I'm more focused on being able to control my time 1,000% of the time. And the only way I'm gonna do that is if I'm in business to do so. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, if I don't have a business, the service I provide don't matter. Um, the fact that I created a company don't matter if I'm not operating, if I'm not in a position or nobody utilize my service because I don't give good service, or the product could be good all you want, but I mean service is gonna come down to that anyway because people talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, people talk, especially if it's bad, they gonna run with that first. Like, if you give a bad experience, that's gonna travel faster than your good experience. Like, even if it's a simple misunderstanding and I rectify the issue, motherfuckers gonna talk about the bad experience they had faster than, oh, but he was diligent to rectify the situation and smooth things out and make it better. They ain't gonna have that energy with me fixing the situation, but the fact that we had a bump at all, like, they're going to be eager to disclose that instead of the good shit. So it's like, if you don't provide good service, man, you ain't gonna be in business long, bro. And I mean, these big companies, they get big and then they forget about how they got there. Like, what was it that got them to the point of being big in the first place? Like, um, service. At the end of the day, it was service. Because I mean, first it was all new. Everything was a new concept. As a startup, it's all new. So you gotta warm people up to the idea of what you do, and then what is the other value? Service is the only thing you can provide them on top of price. So it's like, I mean, in this, I don't even know how they were able to even, I don't even know how they were even able to provide the best price in this type of game, because it's like, where did you get the connections to even, I mean, it's impressive. Like, where did they get the connections to even provide all these different items at the best price point they can? Like, how did that even happen? Like, where do you get, like, Walmart started out as this, I believe. So how did you get all of those fucking how did you start out getting all of that shit from the jump and then offering the best price you can offer? Like, that shit is impressive, but it's like, still, um, service had to be the other thing, because it wasn't like this shit just been um, a big deal the whole time either. Not like it's been a big deal the whole time. Like, shit, I mean, granted, they probably started with a store, but I'm saying, like, it wasn't as big as it is now based on, it had to be something other than price that got them there. You know what I'm saying? Because price ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Meyer was cheaper than them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it had to be something other than price that made people come back here. But it's like, people are shying away from service once they get big. Like, once a company gets like established and they like, okay, we 30, 40 years in the game, they feel like ain't no room for improvement. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could just run it however, because they so deep in the game, and it's like, that's cool, that's cool, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get 30, 40 years in the game, I would think 30, 40 years in the game, you'd have an effortless operation, not still moving like a startup, and still having service issues, and still having shit that could be fixed with better people. I would imagine they would be good at picking people by now. 40, 30, 40 years in the game, like, you would know the character traits and the qualities that are not acceptable in a company this big. You know what I'm saying? Like I would imagine it would be it should by now it should be a fucking flawless operation. By now, shit, it ain't gonna take me like when I get my brick and mortar location, it's not gonna take me 50 years to run that motherfucker like I've been in business 50 years. It's like once I develop a system that works, we gonna work it. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna work it and we gonna work it great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have a system that works, but I'm saying once I teach people my methods and but see, I'm not the type of boss where, I mean, if somebody come along with good ideas to make it more effective and efficient, even though my way is effective and efficient, if somebody come along with good ideas to make shit move better, I'm all about the effectiveness and efficiency. So if they come along with good ideas to make my shit run better, even though it run good already, I'm gonna be open to those ideas because at the end of the day, I only want to be the best to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like big companies like this, it's like y'all not the best, y'all big. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not the best, they just big now. You know what I'm saying? They a big name, they're a household name now, but not the best. And it's like that shit is what be blowing me because it's like it's not impossible for them to be the best. It's not impossible for them to be the best at the best price. That ain't impossible for them. But it's like, is it something they even give a fuck about for real? And I don't think they do because they would be more diligent on picking good people. You know what I'm saying? They would be a lot more hands-on when it comes to the selecting of the people they employ because at the end of the day, it's a reflection of you as the boss, the people who represent your company, who represent your brand. So it's like when I see what I see from people, I mean, a lot of times I be wanting to reach out. Sometimes I do reach out to the founder or the CEO, but of course they don't respond. But it's like I be liking the fact that they don't take my feedback seriously, because then I'm gonna beat them. I was giving them an opportunity to correct what they doing wrong, because I'm gonna create the same thing and do it better than they do, just because they ignored my opportunity to help them get better. So anything like if I reach out to another entrepreneur or something, I'm only trying to help them improve. Otherwise, I'm gonna create the same shit and do it better than they do it. Like I'll be giving them an opportunity to we can coexist in the same space, or I'm gonna do what you do better than you do and fuck your money up because I can. I'll be trying to give them an opportunity to correct their wrongs, and I'm trying to give them the opportunity to correct it, and then let's correct it, and then boom, we gonna move forward. But they never take my feedback seriously enough to the point where they correct it immediately, and like they drag their feet when it comes to correcting the issues that I point out to them. And it's like, okay, that was like that's kind of like my warning of, okay, you need to clean house and get better. And then they never take the warning serious. So now, when I go create the same business and I open it right next door to you, don't get mad because I gave you an opportunity for that to not be a thing, but they didn't take it seriously. So I don't feel bad when I reach out to entrepreneurs and I try to give them feedback on bad service that I've experienced in their establishments and they don't take it serious. I don't feel bad when I compete against them because it's like I tried to take the route of us being allies and we can coexist, and you thought it was a game. So now I open the same shit right next door to you, and we could see who gonna get the most money based on your service. I already know you're gonna lose because I done came in that shit and saw, okay, when it come to service, you can't fuck with me. When it come to product, you can't fuck with me. When it come to price, you're not gonna be able to fuck with me. You don't let me see everything that's wrong with what you do, and then you didn't take me serious after I done seen your whole operation. That's stupid. I said what I said. Sauce Lord shit.